All right, let's get started. I'm wearing my workout stuff because honestly, this is the only exercise I get lately. Sounds like a joke, but that's the truth. Anyway, hi, I'm Leanne. If you don't know me, if you do know me and you're back, thank you so much. I'm glad to have you guys back. Today we are deep cleaning the downstairs of my house. A clean with me, or what I would like to call it, clean with it, rock with it, or actually on Twitter, you guys are geniuses. We have two more really good ideas. Clean with it, mop with it, or clean with it, crock with it. If I did a clean with me video and then added in the element of like a slow cooker meal as I'm doing it, that is genius. I asked you guys on Instagram if you want to see a video like this, and so many of you said yes, please do this video. So here we are. My house is really messy right now. I wouldn't say it's like filthy, but we're gonna do it all. We're gonna clean top to bottom. I feel like it really needs it. And I also shared with you guys on Instagram that my approach to cleaning in general has changed since moving into this house. We've been in this house for about 4 months now. I did like a whole empty house tour. And to be totally honest, my house is far from completely organized or even decorated at this point, but I still gotta clean. And my approach has changed mainly because we don't have anyone coming in to help deep clean anymore. In Houston for probably like 5 years, I worked with the same woman and the same team of cleaners that came in and helped me deep clean my house. And she was amazing. I loved that relationship. She was so nice and I could really count on her. And then we moved to Dallas. We had some other cleaning people and honestly, we just weren't that satisfied. And I just kept feeling like, this is a waste of money. I really want to be able to save more money. I could be doing a better job. I could be happier with this. And so when we moved to this house, I used that transition to just start cleaning the house myself. And to be honest, I am not a marathon cleaner. I do not clean the whole house in one day. That is definitely how I grew up. I grew up with 2 sisters and a Virgo mother who is definitely very clean and everything is perfect in her house. And we grew up cleaning top to bottom. Every week we all had chores, so like cleaning is in me, and I definitely have like high standards because that's what I grew up with. And even though I do really love the feeling of like, oh, my entire house is spotless, like I've done every single thing on the checklist, it's just not how I like to spend my time. I don't love cleaning. I feel like it's a huge time suck, and even though I love the result, I don't like to spend the time. So I usually do it in smaller chunks. But since my house is really messy right now, I usually don't let it get this bad. I decided to go ahead and tackle the entire downstairs with you guys and let you see all the mess, all of my favorite products I've currently been using. I usually share like organization and cleaning stuff in my vlogs, but it's usually just little bits and pieces here and there. But today we are focusing. You can see I've got a bunch of my favorite cleaning products over here in a central location downstairs so I can easily get them. You can also see a bunch of junk on my island. So we need to get started. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed for new vlogs and new videos every single week. Let me know in the comments, do you want to see a video like this again? Do you like this kind of video? Give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I feel like I'm rambling at this point just to avoid cleaning, but we need to get started because there's a lot to do. All right, folks, we're getting started in the bedroom. I like to start in the bedroom because really it's not that messy. It's not such a daunting task. And the first thing I start with is opening up the windows, and then I move on to the bed. I either make up the bed or strip off the sheets and throw them into the laundry. This girl, if I do not make up the bed, this is just where she lives. She does not move. I just started moving the pillows around and she emerged. Tuna, are you ready to get up? It's time. It's time, baby girl. Come on. Come on, girlfriend. Oh, it's very slow. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't blame her. And there have been so many days where I've talked myself out of making the bed or making up the bed way later in the day because I don't want to disturb Luna. I mean, I just want to take care of her. She is my baby. You see how cute she is. Today, I'm just stripping off all the sheets and pillowcases, gathering those up. I'm not messing with the duvet today. It's just a hassle. I'll do it later. And I'm taking those into our little baby laundry room. Okay, I've loaded in the white sheets. I left out this heavier blanket to do separately because it's just too much to do all at once. And I'm gonna use my Molly Suds. This is an oxygen whitener. It comes with a cute little scoop like this, and you just scoop it directly in. I actually think you're supposed to put it in before you put this stuff in, but like, I don't know, I don't care. I do 2 scoops. Sometimes I just do 1 scoop, and I feel like it helps the whites come out even whiter than they usually do. And then for my main detergent, I've just been using the Tide Sport Liquid. I love the fragrance of this. For the longest time, I was very much a fragrance-free detergent person, but I love the fragrance of this, and it really sticks, and I love that. All right, back in the bedroom. This is my side of the bed, and this is my nightstand, the one with all the clutter. I don't know if you saw the other one in the last clips, but I am definitely the more messy one in the relationship. So I'm just trying to put things away, get my charger in the right place. And now I'm grabbing one of my e-cloths. I love these things. I have a whole set of them. It comes with a bunch of different microfiber cloths and then a polishing cloth, which I'll show you later. And these are just awesome for all-purpose cleaning or dusting, and what I'm doing here is dusting. It is the perfect, if not maybe the only thing that has helped me clean off this lamp. This lamp attracts so much dust. It's not even funny, and it was a DIY project that I did with my friend a few years ago when we redid my bedroom together. I don't know if you saw that video, but these cloths are pretty much perfect to clean up pretty much anything in my experience. Now, my next dusting tool that I'm using, and I use it for a lot of different purposes. I kind of go between the e-cloth and this duster. I got this one from Target. I've had it for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure that it's also microfiber material, which is just amazing for dusting, and it's amazing for hard to reach places like the top of this print. Now I'm going back to my e-cloth, and I'm working on Grant's nightstand. He is obviously not so messy, but well, he kind of is in his own way. Now I'm using the e-cloth also to dust the windowsill. We have tons of dust in our house. It's kind of crazy. Now, this is the polishing cloth that I was mentioning before. This is such an awesome tool. It doesn't look like much, but it is. So I grab one of my general purpose ones and then this polishing cloth, which in my mind, it's just a giant glasses cleaner. You know those tiny little cloths that come in your glasses box? This is like a giant one, and it's so cool. So I go over the whole mirror, no cleaner, no solution, no nothing, just a little bit of water on the general cloth. And then I go over the exact same way with my polishing cloth, and it gets the mirror clean, shiny, and streak free. And it's just so amazing. Honestly, I heard about these things and I couldn't believe that they work as well as they said they did. And that's why I ordered them. And they do. Surprise, surprise. I tried it, so you don't have to. Actually, I tried it, so now you have to. That's just how this works. Now, just to get everything off the floor, I'm putting the duvet back on the bed, throwing all the pillows on, and working on the bench. It attracts every little Luna hair for miles onto this bench. I don't know why. Now I'm going over the whole room with a vacuum cleaner. This is our Dyson stick vacuum. It is so convenient. It's so easy to use. With this vacuum, it's basically like you don't have an excuse not to vacuum because it's so easy just to pull off the charging station, get it done real quick. It's not heavy, it's wireless. It's basically everything I never knew I wanted in a vacuum, just because I never cared about vacuums. But now that I have this one, I love it. I am passionate. All right, shifting over into the bathroom. Obviously, I've got quite a pile of clothes sitting here I need to deal with, and just a lot of clutter on the bathroom counter. To be honest, it's not usually this messy, but these floors accumulate a lot of mess. And since it is a black tile, it shows everything. So I just need to clean up all the clutter, get rid of all of the mess, pick it all up, and do a deep clean. And honestly, I get a little crazy when it comes to our bathroom. I get very meticulous, so it takes me a very long time. But usually I am very good about not letting clutter build up, except for this spot. This is my hot spot in the bathroom. It is a magnet for clothes, which is kind of crazy because my closet is right here, right through that door. And now I just have to pick up everything off of the counter that doesn't need to be there. And I really try to keep it very, very minimal on the countertops. Okay, now I'm ready to work on the mirror, so I'm grabbing my e-cloths again, the polishing one and the general purpose. This has been such a great fix for me because I feel like this mirror needs to be clean more than any other mirror in the house, and I don't have to use a bunch of paper towels and cleaning stuff. It's just so quick and easy, and I can keep these things in the bathroom at all times. Anytime I need to clean it, it's just so quick and easy. Okay, so before I move on to the toilet, I'm gonna start the shower. The shower is the part of the bathroom I hate to clean the most because I just get so meticulous with it, but I have found a product that I really like, especially for the glass surround. So this is the It Really Works Bring It On Cleaner, and I found this on Amazon. I've talked about it a couple of times now, but I feel like what's really cool about this is not only does it clean it, and it's not a super harsh cleaner, but it keeps it cleaner longer. So after I clean it, when I take a shower, I notice the water just acts different on the glass, and I don't know how it works, but it keeps it cleaner longer, and I really love that. And then for the tile on the floor, I use this scrub-free OxiClean cleaner. Honestly, I don't really love this. I'm still looking at different products that could maybe work better for this black tile down here. Having a fully black and white bathroom, I love it. I think it's really cool. I think it looks amazing, but it does present a cleaning challenge. So the floors are black, it shows every single hair, all the counters are white, the tile is white, so that shows everything too. It's a challenge, but I kind of feel like it's worth it. I don't know, 4 months in, I feel like it's worth it. Oh wait, I almost forgot to show you these. Look at these cleaning gloves. They have a million little rubber feelers on them. Obviously they're for cleaning. I'm gonna try them for the shower. I've actually never used them before. I ordered them from Amazon. We'll see how well they work. I'll definitely let you know. I can't say they're a favorite yet, obviously, but they're so cool and so interesting. I had to try them. I mean, you can't blame me. Sometimes when I'm cleaning, especially in the bathroom, I don't necessarily clean one thing and move on to the next. Sometimes I add cleaner and let it sit, let it soak, let it work, and then come back to it. And that's what I just did with the toilet. Now I'm using some cleaner on the countertops here. Day to day, honestly, I just use the e-cloth when I need to. But whenever I'm really doing a deep clean, I like to use some cleaner. This is just one that I got from Target. And I don't know if it's all that special, but I do really like the scent. I also like to go over my cabinets and drawers. Not only is there dust, but also when you're brushing your teeth, washing your face, makeup is coming off. It's surprising how dirty they can really get. All right, this bathtub, this giant bathtub, to be totally honest, I think I've used it under 5 times, which is kind of sad because I love a bath. But even though I haven't used it in quite a while, I always have to dust it because it's big, it's white, and we hang our towels right there. So dust, debris, hairs, they all drop into the tub. And even if I haven't been using it, I always have to clean it. So I'm not getting down and scrubbing the tub right now, but I am doing a really good dust with the microfiber cloth. Okay, here we go, into the shower. My first step is using that Bring It On cleaner, and I'm using it on the white tile around and also the glass around. This stuff is amazing, and I actually really did like using it with the scrubby gloves. It was really easy just to squirt the cleaner onto the gloves and then go directly onto the tile and just scrub away with my hands, not really thinking about squishing soap everywhere with a rag, which is what I would normally use. I mean, it just worked really well, and it was kind of fun to use too. The only drawback for the scrubby gloves, in my opinion, is that they're not a very good tool for rinsing. So I still had to grab my microfiber cloth and my little bucket of water and rinse all the tile and rinse the walls of the shower just to make sure all that soap was gone. Other than that, I really did like the scrubby gloves. All right, back to the toilet. I'm just scrubbing it out with our toilet brush that I actually decided to buy from CB2 because it matches all the rest of our bathroom stuff. And yeah, it's really cute, but every time I look at it, I feel like a fool. That's one of the most ridiculous purchases I think I've ever made in my life. I'm only telling you this so that you will learn from my mistakes. Don't be like me. Now I'm grabbing a wipe just to work on the rest of the toilet. I'm honestly not a big fan of wipes. I feel like they don't do a really great job at cleaning, but Grant really loves wipes and he also really loves going to Costco, so we end up with lots of wipes. So I end up using them and I'm just wiping over the whole toilet and then also the surrounding area that I have a hard time getting to with the mop and the vacuum, and then I'm also going over the little trash can we have in there. You can't see it, but that's what I'm doing. Now I'm moving back to the shower and doing a step that always makes me feel a little bit crazy, but it makes such a huge difference. I'm going in with a smaller hand towel, one of our Turkish towels, and I'm just drying off the glass. This makes such a huge difference with how long it stays clean and how water spots form. You will completely avoid water spots if you squeegee every time you shower and wipe down extra spots. It will work. You will feel crazy, but it will work. Okay, now I'm working on the shower floor. I'm adding in my product, letting it sit for a little bit, and then using my scrubby gloves. Honestly, right now, I would like to ask your advice. If any of you guys have a dark tile like this or colored grout, you have to be a little bit careful with the products that you use, but I wanna use something nice and strong because I don't want any buildup on the shower floor. I've had that problem before and it's really hard to fix once it starts. So I wanna do all that I can to prevent it. And now I'm just using my little cleaning bucket to rinse it out. Now I grab my vacuum and I'm running it over our bath mats, which that back one, the gray one, we've replaced that one. That one was hideous. I apologize. And then I change the head and I'm going over the tile and I'll come back with the mop later. All right, we are finally done with that room and we're moving into the living room. I'm just picking up a bunch of clutter, a bunch of junk that isn't supposed to be in the living room. Somehow two adults can really make a mess of things. I don't know what it's gonna be like when we have kids. And then that happened. Yeah, what is it gonna be like when we have kids? If you didn't catch it, I accidentally knocked over a little vase that I had some leaves propagating in, and I dumped some of the water on the books I have stacked on the coffee table. I have a variety of books. Some of them are 80s decor books, treasures. Also treasures, I have a bunch of like Disney history books. No one cares about me, but Grant gave me these books. I absolutely adore these books and I was devastated at the thought that I had just ruined my books. So I was panicking, drying off the coffee table, another prized thing in my life. I've never loved a piece of furniture more than I love this coffee table. And as you can see, I'm completely distracted. I have gone and gotten my hair dryer and I am fanning out the books and desperately trying to dry them. And I will report this technique did work. There is very minimal damage and the Disney books are okay. I know y'all were super concerned. All right, I gotta be honest, that whole adventure I just had took a very long time, but I'm back on track and I'm going in to dust the fan, and I have never dusted this fan until this moment. And so I didn't realize that the fan duster that we had didn't fit on the blades for this fan because they're really, really wide. So I just ended up running it over the top and it was really making me nervous because the fan was moving around a lot. But I love this fan and it really needed dusting. Now there are just a few more things to pick up around the living room. I have to fold my blanket that I have to fold every day, at least once a day, and deal with the cord mess that I have hidden under the couch. I need it. I don't like it, but I need it. And I'm also going around the windowsills and dusting. So much dust accumulates in here. And I don't know if it's because there's construction or the plants or both, but it's a lot. I'm also dusting and polishing that big chrome arc lamp that I have. And I'm also going over the TV with my e-cloths. Really, these things are like the heart of my cleaning routine. Here and there, I get questions about this plant on Instagram, and I usually don't talk about it or take pictures of it or anything, and that's because it's fake. And I'm dusting it because it's very, very dusty. So another reason why I really love our stick vacuum is because it's very convertible and there's a lot of attachments. And here I just took off the long stick extension part and I'm vacuuming the couch. Trying to get really deep in there because Luna is always on this couch. If she's not in the bed, she's on the couch and she sheds a lot. So this thing is just a magnet for Luna hair and it's pretty much always covered. Even if I did this every day, it would probably still be covered all the time. Okay, Okay, as I'm watching this back, I'm realizing how inefficient it looks, but with this vacuum, you have two main heads that you can switch between. One is for hard floor and one is for carpet. So if it looks like I'm kind of going over places twice or missing spots and kind of working inefficiently, it's just because I've switched heads and then I'm doing two different types of floor in the same room. Now, here is our finished living room. This is as good as it gets. And here's a little Luna Bean break because she is the light of my life and she doesn't know where to sit, especially when the vacuum is going. She absolutely hates it. Okay, we're moving into the kitchen, which is kind of the same room as the living room. It's also kind of the same room as the dining room. Really, our whole downstairs is like one big room, which is nice and I really like it, but it definitely has some drawbacks because if your kitchen is a mess, it feels like your whole house is a mess. And you kind of have to keep all three of those spaces pretty clean and pretty picked up to feel like your house is together. So here I'm just doing some extra dishes that were in the sink and I didn't want to put them in the dishwasher because it was just a couple of things, so I'm hand washing them. Okay, now that I have all the junk off my island, I'm washing it down. Now, this is how I make it feel the most clean, and it's not rocket science at all. I'm just using a rag, and I filled up one side of my sink with hot water and 1 squirt of dish soap. I swear, dish soap can solve the world's problems. We have an induction cooktop in this house, and I'd never had that before, and so I had to get different cleaning techniques, and these are the two products that are so helpful. This one is the daily cleaner. This is what I'm going to use now because obviously I don't have a lot to deal with. It's just kind of dusty and there's a couple little spots here and there, but this one is the heavy duty cleaner, and this one makes miracles happen. When stuff seems like it's just not gonna come off, it's cooked on, it's stuck, and no matter how much elbow grease you put into it, it does not come off. This stuff saves the day. It's really amazing. But generally I do just use the daily cleaner and I try to stay on top of it and try to clean it up as soon as I can. So really this one doesn't have to come out that often. I apologize, I have to talk about the e-cloths again. This is just yet another thing that they do amazing. I'm cleaning off my soap dispenser and my faucet. They tend to get really bad water spots. I think it's just inevitable, you can't really avoid it, but these things shine them up like they are brand new. It's really amazing. It's almost effortless, and I love how shiny and beautiful they are. And yes, I definitely should have rinsed out the sink before I cleaned the faucet, but you know, I got excited, things happen. And here, same idea, I'm shining up the stainless appliances. These just so easily take away any fingerprints, smudges, even little smudges of food. It just cleans them up like they are brand new, and it's so easy. Now to finish off the kitchen, I'm just going back over all the countertops with a wet rag. This has no cleaner, and basically this is like a rinse for the countertops. I feel like you get streaks if you don't do a rinse. Okay, moving up to the dining room, obviously there's a lot of boxes, a lot of junk, a lot of things that do not belong in the dining room, and it's really sad because it's one of the first things that you see when you come in the house, and when it's junky and messy, I hate it. And it feels like the whole house is messy. So moving all that stuff out of the way and working on the countertop in between the kitchen and the dining room, adding some cleaner to the dining table and onto the counter, and then going over my mirrors with my e-cloth. You know the drill. I feel like we've been through a lot together today. This is what's happening. This isn't distracting at all. So it's late. I took a really long break. I just want to be done, but my last step is mopping. This is my mop. I've had it for a while now and I've wanted to talk to you guys about it for so long. I know it's a mop, like who cares? But I found this when I was shopping with my mom. She was getting a new vacuum, so it was like this dedicated vacuum store, which honestly I'd never been in one of those. They had some very fancy vacuums, and the guy actually demoed this mop, and I don't know what they call it, but the brand is LeighAnnSays. I ended up ordering it on Amazon, which makes me feel kind of bad after the guy actually went through the trouble of demoing it in the store, but I think we flew that time, so excuses are valid. Basically what it does is it's got these two little moving pads down here, and they just Velcro on like this. I believe they're microfiber, and you can just wash them in the washing machine and reuse them. They stick on like this, and then back here there's a little reservoir with a stopper, and that's where you put your water and your cleaning solution. And then you have a button up here, and then it spritz out, and then you go over up. I'll show you, okay? Not a crazy concept. I like to use a mixture of water and vinegar when I'm using this on the floors. Honestly, I don't feel like I see a lot of like big noticeable spots on our floors. Maybe that's partially because of the color of our floors, but I have noticed a couple of little drip drops of I don't even know what. I don't think it was me, over by the refrigerator. So I'm gonna turn this thing on and show you how it works. Okay, hopefully I have a good enough light to show you how this works. All you need to do to turn it on is pull back the handle like that, and then there's an on button here. And as you can see, those little pads just get to work real quick. And then to spray your liquid, you've got a little button here, and it shoots out right in front of the pads. It's just so easy to maneuver. It's almost like it moves itself forward. All right, so these are those little spots I was telling you about. I have no idea what these spots are. I feel like Grant would know, but we're not gonna ask him. All right, so let's get some cleaner on there. Oh, it's already gone. That happened really quickly. I thought it was gonna take a couple passes, but it pretty much instantly disappeared. Obviously, it wasn't like permanent marker or anything. When I saw the guy do the demo, he was using marker, and it came up so easily off tile. Really, it's just like the packaging, the branding. I was sold all the way around. And this thing is just so easy to use. And to be honest with you, I kind of hate mopping. So anything that motivates me to mop, I'm down for it. All right guys, I am finally done. I finished mopping the bathroom, and my camera actually died in the process, and I was on a roll, so I didn't even notice. I am so tired. I took forever to do this. I took many breaks, many things happened in the process. I feel so much better. Everything looks so much better. And I do have to say, you might have noticed, if you know my house at all, I did not do my front bathroom up here. And that's just because I recently cleaned it, and it's pretty much clean almost all the time anyway, just because we don't use it that much. I love that bathroom. I did intend on cleaning it during this just to incorporate the whole downstairs, but honestly, I eliminated it along the way because I got tired. I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. I will link everything that I used down below in the description, at least everything that I can find. Let me know, do you like the clean with it, rock with it, clean with it, mop with it? Let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you do like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. You are my people, and I love you. You can also find me on social media everywhere. It's LeighAnnSays. I love talking to you guys over there, no matter where it might be. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone.